Hi there again, Anthony Becker here, candidate for mayor of Santa Clara. In the past, Santa Clara has had more forums and debates during their election cycles. This year, we have been lacking that. We've been lacking the original quota. In 2016, we had a total of 5 to 6 forums. This year, the mayor's race, there has only been 2, with no more planned until Election Day. The Muslim Association only approves city clerk and city council candidates to have their forum for this year. When I and other members of the Muslim Association asked the question if there will be a mayor's forum, the response we got was, there is no mayor's forum planned. This is where I start to begin to question the transparency of my opponent, as I feel she is consistently avoiding talking about the issues. It becomes really concerning to the people and democracy in general. Recently I heard the saying, if nobody's talking, then nobody is listening. If nobody is listening, no one is learning. Not communicating seems to be the weapon of choice nowadays, either between our adversaries, our neighbors, or even our family. We unfriend, we unlike, and we unfollow each other. We block each other from enlightening one another. For this example, we are blocking voices from enlightening the public and denying voters to the truth and the real transparency. It takes courage to change people's hearts. My opponent takes her politicking and her campaigning to the dais, while I take my campaigning to the streets and to the front doors of residents. My opponent has released a mailer in which she describes her accomplishments. A majority of them, which she is hanging her hat on, are considered false accomplishments. Our city ends up voting blindly on these false truths that are full of misinformation. I stand for truth. I stand for real transparency. Therefore, because the lack of dialogue, because the lack of transparency from my opponent, and the lack of forums this cycle, I challenge my opponent to a debate within 7 days from now. I know many of you would love to see this, and many would be willing and gladly willing to host this event, including the CAC or even some Santa Clara businesses, even a park in my consideration. This is important, and I expect my opponent to accept my offer in discussing the issues and the many questions that I and the rest of the city have. This will be sent to many places via social media. To my opponent, I hope to hear from you. And to the public, I hope to hear from you too. That's why on Election Day, I asked for your vote. And I hope for you to be there, a part of the debate as well as I am. And I hope to see you there. Thank you, and good night.